Welcome back, you guys. Today we're going to talk about shoes. I have no idea how I titled and thumbnailed the video. I may have done something stupid, or I may have done some. That was a sudden movement. I saw that.
I know.
Yeah, we also have a special guest. My daughter is holding the camera, and I have her mic'd up. We can get a Gen Z opinion outside of
Sweet.
skateboarding on like the shoes and clothes a little bit. Look what somebody did. Look at this thing. They left this right here, right by the ledge. It'd be so easy for me to fall on that. Come on. That worked. Okay. Yeah, actually, I'm going to talk about these ASICS a little bit. And no, none of this is sponsored. Nobody's paying me for anything. If it was sponsored, it would say it at the start of the video and I'd make it clear. So these were just sent to me. So the only bias I have is if I like them, maybe I'll want to say nice things so I get more shoes. But at this point, I can get shoes from almost anywhere. So I don't have the hugest incentive to do that. Anyways.
That was a flex.
Yeah, that was a hard flex. Thanks. I'm glad you noticed that. That's not flexing right. It's like that?
Yeah.
No.
Sorta.
Yeah. Okay. So first I tried, actually I've been skating these more, the orange ones, and they look good in these pants. These pants, by the way, are the Carhartt Whip Landons. When I was in LA, I was feeling spendy and I bought a pair of them from like the really fancy store in Hollywood. And it was like $130, $150 or something, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of money for a pair of pants. But I did it anyways. And then when I got home, I see the bill and it's like $200 Canadian. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I spent that much money on a pair of pants. And what did you think, Lou, when I said like, how does this look for a $200 pair of pants?
I think they look kind of like everyone else, like a lot of the other clothes.
She thinks they look like your exact words were they look like a $50 pair of pants.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
But it's like they're clearly better material,
but
and they look really comfortable.
Feel really good. Like the movement. I spent like an hour trying on pants, and these were my favorite ones. And then when I finally wore them, I wore them skating those bright neon Aves, and they looked horrible in that shoe. This pant definitely needs a bulky shoe or they look funny. Anyways, I never promised a shoe review, so I could talk about anything I want, and you're just going to have to deal with it. But I am going to talk about the shoes now. So first, I started skating these ones. What do you think about these ones, Lou? Colorway and look?
I mean, I like the color, but I feel like there's a lot of great shoes around right now. So it's like they're kind of just like fitting in the trend.
Okay, yeah, so they don't stand out enough to make you want them over any other shoe?
No, not massively. I like your red ones better.
Yeah, these orange ones they're really good.
Yeah.
They're fire.
Pure.
I do like this little silver detail though on the logo right here.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I didn't notice that either. One thing I don't like about the ASICS is they don't have easily removable insoles. They're glued in. So they obviously intend you to skate these ones and nothing else. But yeah, I did skate these ones a bit, and the flicks are amazing right out of the box, both kick flips and heel flips, but the sole is as thin as it looks. This is definitely a cup sole with no midsole, right? And you feel that right away when you get into it. So much board feel, but very little impact protection as well. Even from, like a Primo is pretty vicious, or even just landing with your foot like really hard on the edge of the board when you're doing a trick, like you can feel it. So great performance in terms of skating, but you sacrifice a lot in terms of like foot protection. They also feel a tiny bit tall in the heel. I didn't really like that too much. Like I kind of feel like my foot's on a slope. And yeah, I don't know how durable they'll be. There's very little rubber here. Like that's going to wear out fairly quickly, especially if you're kickflip heavy and your grip is nice and fresh. you know, but that's me making assumptions without actually having skated them a ton. Still though, I liked them more than I thought I would. Now these ones absolutely, they must have a midsole. I mean, I could be wrong, but like they have that feel of a midsole where one of the things I like about a shoe that has a midsole is it makes my setup feel lighter. When I kick down on the setup, it just feels lighter. I feel like I can ride heavier trucks without it feeling too heavy. And I don't get as tired through the sessions. And I definitely also notice that my feet don't get as sore because there's just more protection here. These ones fit really narrow. Definitely, like, they're snug on even my narrow foot. They might stretch out a bit because there's not a lot going on there. These ones definitely fit a bit wider, but not so wide that I have to have it cinched up and like that you can see the toe box getting strangled. Whereas almost every pair of New Balance, that's what happens. I just like have to strangle the shoes to even skate them. I'm between sizes and my foot is too narrow for almost all New Balances. And no, I haven't tried the 440s yet. I know every time I make this complaint, they say, have you tried the 440s? No. And that's only because I tried so many New Balance and had the same experience so many times that I just didn't want to. I mean, most of the time I get shoes for free, right? So I didn't want to ask them for another free pair of shoes that I'm then not going to skate. So that's why I didn't. The flicks on these are pretty darn good. Definitely you can't get like the pop and control that you can in these shoes. But these aren't even fully broken in, right? They're only like 4 sessions in. But it's good enough. The heel flips are pretty decent. Not the same kind of lift that you get with like a vulcanized shoe or this one even. Like I can definitely lift higher, easier on this. Some of it is just me not being fully used to these yet. I think if I skated them the whole way through the life of the shoe, I wouldn't have a problem. And it's not enough to stop me from skating them. It's just like I have to adjust to it. But yeah, I like these a little better. I like the aesthetic better for sure. And they definitely, you know, like I said, they look really good in a baggier pant, which I've been enjoying baggier pants these days. Let's try these ones on though. Let's try these ones on in these pants and you'll see what I mean. They look too pointy. They're not an overly pointy shoe, but in a big pant, they look like it.
Yeah, they make your feet look like they've been like cropped to be smaller.
You mean like
Photoshop.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not horrible, right? It's not horrible, but I definitely feel like my feet are too small in these big pants. Although the regular Carhartts, like the work ones that I wear all the time, are a little slimmer and they're probably perfect for these. Anyways, yeah, I would say all in all, a really good first offering from ASICS. And I know they do have a couple of other models, but I definitely think these are the most on trend aesthetically right now. Yeah, so, you know, at first I was like, God, do we really need another logo heavy sports brand in skateboarding? And I even, you know, totally complained to the rep. I was like, I guess you could send me the shoes. I don't know if I want to skate them. And I just like complained for a long time, to which he responded, I don't know if I told this in my last video, but he responded, you know what? The problem is all the plain shoes aren't selling right now. The kids don't want them. The kids all want loud logo heavy shoes. So, you know, unfortunately the market dictates what we get. And this is the market, but I do actually love these ones. But yeah, let's get into another one. So these guys sent me a pair of shoes. And these to me look like a Croc combined with a skate shoe, which who knows,
Yeah.
maybe they'll hit, right? Because like, you know, maybe the kids, like maybe the younger generation of skaters is going to put these on, and because Crocs are so trendy, they'll be like, dude, I feel like I'm skating Crocs. Like the Gen Z generation is hilarious because like my son, his like prime footwear is a pair of Lightning McQueen Crocs.
Dude, they're goated though. Like, They're so sick. Lightning McQueen Crocs are the rage.
Yeah, he owns it hard. He does really well in those.
No, he really does. If they weren't too big for me, I'd wear them too.
See, there you go, right? So maybe this croc shaped shoe could actually take off. Now, when I look at them, the vibe is like actually too basic even for me. They scream millennial gym dad. Like that's the vibe that I'm picking up here. Okay, but they are incredibly comfortable. And I have had one session in them. The flicks are decent. I think I would need it to break in more to really know, because even something like a Nike Blazer, the flicks on your first day aren't perfect. Like they take about half a session to really break in. I would say they almost seem to fit a quarter size small in length, because my toe is like touching, but when I was skating, it wasn't hurting. So it's not a super hard shoe that makes your feet hurt when they hit the ends. They say that it's wide and anatomical. That's the whole idea, right? It's supposed to be it's supposed to be the shape of your actual foot. They definitely hug my feet. They're nice and snug, but they don't pinch anywhere. There's plenty of padding in the heel collar, so my foot does not slip out. And they're incredibly comfortable. They also offer something that's kind of different in that they are a cup sole, right? When I look at these, they're definitely a cup sole design. But what they feel like is they feel like a Vulc with a midsole. That's what they feel like in skating them. Like there's a little bit less board feel than you'd expect from a shoe that can flex like this. So yeah, I would say the best way to describe these is rain. It's raining.
Yeah, that was sudden.
Yeah, we'll have to wrap this up pretty quick. Okay, vulcanized with a
very
midsole.
raining. That's
what they feel like. Heel flips, lots of pop. Kick flips, I don't know how well the shape's gonna work. And they might not be your vibe aesthetically. But you know what we need to look at is the look down factor, the all important look down factor. So give me the camera. Look down factor is everything. And this is the part that's weird to me. I feel like I'm wearing ninja boots. It's definitely like not what I'm used to. And I haven't seen them skating yet. Okay, maybe we should go inside because it's raining a lot.
Yeah.
Don't poo in my potatoes.
He's gonna.
You think he's gonna poo in?
Yeah, look at him. Oh, no. He decided against it. He was about to. He's gonna do the poop. That's the face of a cat who's shitting.
He did. You just filmed him poo, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
He pooed in the hole, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Don't eat it, Pablo. Don't eat it.
He's gonna eat it.
He's gonna eat it. Get out of there.
Hi.
Yeah, you're right. Those are pretty fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
She doesn't agree. Chiquita, you're lame.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, now that we're back and seeing as how you guys are made of time and don't have anything better to do, why don't we talk about my shoe crisis right here? That should be a lot of fun. Okay, so Vans, love these. They hurt my feet. So I just wear them as like sort of a chill shoe. They look good with just about everything.
Agreed.
Yeah. So these, my favorite skating shoe probably, but they just don't make me like super stoked. Like they're not a bad looking shoe, but they're like too boring. They're so safe. Like, what do you think, Lou?
Yeah. No, they're nice. They clearly go with a lot.
Yeah, they're a safe choice. They're easy, but for some reason I don't get super excited, and that bums me out. I really should actually just be skating these because they're such a good shoe.
I like the brown sole. Kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe I'm just being a dick.
You are.
Okay. These. Nike Costin Blazers. I was so stoked on these because I think the GT outsole is way better than the regular Blazer outsole, but they don't fit me. They don't fit. So basically, if you're a size 10, I mean, they're a 10 and a half, but like they don't fit me. They're too short. I think something about this heel pushes my foot forward. I've tried to skate them, like even just standing in them, my toes are right up against the end and it's agony. And this taller outsole than the regular Blazer, it won't allow it to stretch out. So, but they look awesome.
They look really sick.
Yeah, these are really nice. So if you're a size 10 and you live in the Vancouver area, hit me up. I'll just give them to you. I don't care. I mean, I should keep them and be selfish and be like, yeah, I'll wear them once a year just to be a total ass. But no, I should give them away. All right.
They're nice.
All right. The old half cab. Okay, I really want your Gen Z opinion on these because they're probably one of the most popular shoes in skateboarding right now. Mm. But is that, like, do you think that's warranted? When you look at these, are you like, that's a sick shoe, or are you like, that's a dad shoe?
Okay, I was actually thinking it's like, I don't know, I was thinking it's like a skater shoe. I don't think it's a dad shoe. Just because of how, like, far forward and big the
tongues?
Like, tongues are.
Dude, the tongues are straight out of 95.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So because of that, I'm thinking like teenage boy kind of thing. Like,
okay, yeah, a lot of teens wear them, and then a lot of 40 plus wear them.
Yeah, okay.
I love the aesthetic of these. I really want to skate them, but I just like, nothing makes me feel like I can feel my board less than these shoes. Board feel on the sole is okay, but on the side, I have zero connection to my board. It's literally like my foot's wrapped in a pillow and then I'm trying to skate. And not in a good way.
Yeah.
But I love the look of these. I'm going to hang on to them. Okay, another shoe that I love the way they skate, but it's not... These ones really aren't doing it for me anymore. When they were new, it was cool. But what's your take on these?
I mean, they almost look velvety, like...
Oh, yeah, they are. They are. Yeah, you want to put them on your face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also kind of like, I don't know.
Too pointy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, too pointy and kind of velvety. So they're like, it's almost like they're a skate shoe, but they're trying to mimic like some sort of like fancier shoe.
Okay.
But like in a bad way.
Yeah. So are you just filming my feet the entire time? Because I'm up here.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Do you. But you know what they look like to me is they look like Danny DeVito's hands in The Penguin. And you probably haven't seen that because that's Batman. It was from when I was like 6 or 7 years old. But he has these flipper hands that are really long and pointy. And that's what these shoes look like. When I skate them, I'm like, I feel like I have Danny DeVito's Penguin flippers.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So I love the way they skate, but once these, and they bag out and don't look nice in pretty short order.
Yeah.
Okay. Dunks, I've made 2 videos about these. Love the way they look, hate the way they skate. I don't know how kids skate so well in these shoes. There's literally like, these are actually my least favorite shoe to skate in. And I think this is a me thing, right? It's not a everyone else because they skate them and skate well in them, but I just cannot skate well in these shoes. All my tricks are 3 inches lower instantly. My feet hurt. Like, I don't like Dunks and I don't get the rage. I weirdly love these.
Yeah.
They didn't look good in these pants. I don't know if you can make these shoes actually look really good and go with anything, but I like the skate clips in these shoes. I don't know. They just pop. They skate really well. This part of the video is not sponsored by Vans. Yes, I did do a sponsored video, but so far, like in the last 2 months of trying shoes, I actually haven't found one that makes me skate better than this shoe. Like, that's my honest opinion. So I love the sole. Love the flick. The plastic for the heel flips is kind of, I'm a bit meh about, and I don't like getting karate chopped by my board on the top of my foot in these. But you know what I'm really hopeful for? There was that leaked photo of the Ave that's going to come out that doesn't have the knit sock. It's got the suede upper. I'm actually pretty hopeful about those because I think it's going to add the little bit of protection that's needed for these shoes, but is still going to have the same sole and the same toe for flicking. So I think I'm hopeful for those. If I like the aesthetic of those ones and they have some good colorways, I might go for it. And what else do we have? These, I never skated these much because they just didn't, they felt too long. I'm between sizes in a lot of Adidas. They either feel too long or too short. And then the snakes. You guys were wondering about the snakes. They have a really wide toe box, and I would say I just wasn't skating that well in them. They're comparable to Dunks, so if you think Dunks are an awesome skate shoe and you can skate well in them, you'll probably be able to skate well in these. They're very comparable in that sense, but I would say slightly better in terms of skateability. But they have a much wider toe box than a Dunk. Dunks are pretty tight, especially when brand new, and these are, you can see that I had it cinched up, right? You can see I'm kind of strangling the shoe just to try and skate it. So I love the way these look when I'm skating them and in footage. They're pretty wild. They're pretty out there. Like it's not my aesthetic, but I love the white laces, the white outsole, the black shoe. I actually like all the contrast stitching. So yeah, I think these were a solid, I think they're a solid move by Etnies, but I don't think this is a high performance skate shoe. And especially if you leave these insoles in. They're really soft. They deaden the feel of the shoe and you can't get a solid connection to your board. So I replaced the insoles with a Jocelyn insole and they were much better. Okay, but we have more. We have more. I'm not done my shoe crisis. We also have, I was doing a job. I did a little construction job for the Drive skate shop. And they gave me a free pair of shoes out of the deal. So these ones, Last Resorts, the Spitfire collab. When I looked at them on the shelf, I'm like, these are ridiculous. I would never wear those.
Okay, those are actually really sick though. Like, I think they're flashy. Like, they look really cool.
Just wait till you see them on. These might not be the right pants, but like, okay. So I was like, I've never even tried on a pair of Last Resorts. Let's try them on. So I put them on, and this one's unlaced or not tied up because, oh, you guys are going to see that I still tie my shoes like a kindergartner. Watch this. My wife makes fun of me. I figured out how to do this by myself when I was 5, and I just never learned the like rabbit around the loop way. I just do the double knot, the 2 loops. Yeah, I'm still 5. Okay, but when I actually put these on and then looked in the mirror for looking at your shoes, I was wearing a nice pair of Levi's, like Levi's 550s, which are a little baggy, but not too baggy. But like, these shoes look good. Like, yeah, I don't know why. They just do.
It's because they're flashy. Like,
yeah. No, this isn't the pair of pants. It's got to be in the Levi's. In the Levi's, they look really good. Something about this white contrast stitching just like makes the shoe pop. It stops it from being too boring. And they feel pretty good, but I did change the outsoles. Or the outsole. I changed the insole. I really didn't like the way the insole in these shoes felt. So I put a Vans one in and it feels much better. I don't know why. Something about the one that was in this felt too soft. And whenever my foot feels like it's squishing or sliding around in a shoe because the insole is too soft, I hate it. I like a firmer insole, and the Vans one is a little bit firmer. So, I mean, I'd love to say I'll skate these, and I probably will someday, but like, I have like a shoe crisis. You know what I really want, you guys? I would love to have like a proper shoe sponsor. Not necessarily because I need it for my ego. I need a shoe sponsor so that I'm forced to stop having so many options. One of the really cool things about doing the board thing with Deluxe was it forced me to have to keep riding the same board. Like, I designed it so it's what I wanted. But if okay, let's be clear. Deluxe isn't forcing me to ride it, but I would be like a total dick to start riding other boards after literally designing my own shape with them, right? So it's more like a moral obligation to continue to ride the thing that I helped design. And because of that, I've been improving and having a better time on my skateboard. So I kind of wish I had the same opportunity with shoes, so that I was forced to only skate the same shoe. But instead we have this. You can't have too much of a good thing, you guys. You can't have too much of a good thing. And I want to show you the irony box. You guys are going to love this. Oh, don't look at this side. No, you can't see
No,
this
it's
side.
okay. I'm just zoomed in on your face.
Okay, this is the irony box. So, you guys love Cariuma. You loved the way the barracks was going. But, what do we have in here? Core skate brand wheels. I don't know. I just love having all these Spitfires in this Cariuma box. The contrast is really funny to me. And partly it's because they make such good boxes. So doing the sponsored review for Cariuma was like kind of lame, you know, and like having to read off the script. And one of the things that they were really clear about in their script was, oh God, I hope I don't get sued for even talking about this, but like they really wanted to make it clear that they have really nice boxes, you know, like, ooh, what a luxurious box. Such a premium product. But you know what? These are some of the nicest shoe boxes I've ever seen. This is like 4 years old now. It's still holding up to
Solid.
my massive collection of wheels here. So, yeah, Cariuma, you make a good shoebox. Thought you guys might appreciate that. You're gonna see one other thing I bought that I've never done anything with. I love indies. Even though I'm skating ventures, I have an indie collection. This is the latest one. Got this a while ago. So I do have an indie collection. This is the latest one, even though I bought it at least a year or two ago. These ones were from Jamie Thomas. He was selling them on eBay. And yeah, this is a stage, I think it's a stage 6 indie before they became the double bolt hole pattern. Could be a stage 5, but you know, it's cool. They have weirdly long axles. Like when you put a regular wheel on here, there's way too much thread showing. So that's kind of funny. But even though I'm riding ventures, I do love indies. I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for indies. But they turn too much for me right now. I'm used to ventures. Okay, this has been the most rambly video.
Very.
Wait, there's more. I was doing a job for somebody, and she gave me this. You gotta take a good look at this. Made in Canada, number 2,930, Bauer. This is from the 1960s. She said she got it for Christmas one year, and it's been sitting, you know, in a basement ever since. And it's roller skate things. So Bauer, for anyone who doesn't know, makes hockey skates. They also make rollerblades and stuff, but you know, they were a skate company. So they made roller skates back in the day, and as most of you know, they would just take the things that were for roller skates, which is trucks. These were called trucks back then too, and just screw them onto a piece of wood. Can you imagine trying to skate this thing? Like, it is so dangerous. And it's like, no wonder people would try skateboarding once and then never try it again. Even on a conventional skateboard, like a current skateboard, most people's experience is step on the thing, slam hard, and never try it again.
Yeah.
And, you know, if they're lucky, there's no ER visit. Skateboarding is exclusive by its very nature. You know, we don't have to be gatekeepers about it because just the fact that it is incredibly difficult and very painful will keep most people out of it forever. You know, so all we have to do is
make it look easy so they're foolish enough to try it and then give up.
No, No, all we have to do is stay enthused and stoked
Or
about
that.
it enough. We will always need a core group of people who love skateboarding enough to keep it alive. And as long as we have that, we're good. You know, what we don't want to lose is a core group of people who love it. But yeah, that's how we went from this to this, is, you know, by always having a core group of people who love it. And if you've watched this far, I know you're one of them. So thanks for being a part of what I've done over the last 6 years. Oh, you know what I totally forgot to say? And I feel like such a jerk. But a huge amount of you actually did the tactics thing, and I'm super grateful for that. So thank you, right? Like you made your purchase through the link on tactics, and that was awesome. A big thank you. I actually meant to open the video with that, but at the same time, I don't want it to feel like it's a hard sell at the beginning of every video saying thank you, because that would be kind of like a sneaky little way to like pitch it, you know, by saying thank you. And I didn't want to do that. So a huge thank you to anyone who made a purchase through that link.
I'm hungry, by the way.
Yeah, you're hungry? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's early. Okay. Now it's time to go.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, now I'm zoomed into your nostril.